Your first Japanese whiskey costs $90. You pour it neat, and it's fine. Maybe sharp. Maybe just expensive. Not because the whiskey is bad, it might be extraordinary, but because you started in the wrong place. 5 bottles can build your palate from the ground up. 3 acclaimed expressions deserve every penny once you're ready. The difference is knowing where to begin. Part 1. 5 whiskeys every beginner should try. Chapter 1. Suntory Toki. This 43% alcohol by volume blend is the single most available Japanese whiskey internationally, usually found between $35 and $40. Sourced from the Hakushu, Yamazaki, and Chichibu distilleries, Toki serves as a welcoming introduction to the Suntory house style. Rather than relying on heavy smoke or oak, it carries a light, citrus-forward, and gently fruity character. While some spirits suffer when diluted, Suntory's blenders created this bottling with dilution in mind. In fact, the producer explicitly describes it as ideal for highballs. Whether you enjoy it neat, with a splash of water, or mixed with sparkling soda over ice, the whiskey shows how dilution can be an intentional design choice rather than a compromise. It is a repeatable, accessible first lesson in Japanese blending. Chapter 2. Nikka From The Barrel. This release steps up the intensity with a bottling strength of 51.4% alcohol by volume, a proof level that is admittedly unusual for a beginner recommendation. While it delivers what Nikka calls a cask-strength intensity, it is not technically an undiluted bottling, but rather a married blend of Yoichi and Miyagi-Kyo malts with coffee grain whiskey. Retailing around $70 to $80, this expression is widely celebrated as one of the best values in the category. It belongs on this list not because of its high proof, but because of its incredibly rounded, rich flavor profile, filled with dark fruit, caramel, and spice. If the heat feels intimidating, a few drops of water will easily soften the spirit, making the pour gentler while coaxing out sweeter, softer notes. It remains highly versatile, whether enjoyed neat, on the rocks, or built into a cocktail. Chapter 3. Hibiki Japanese Harmony. With the high-proof lesson complete, complexity becomes the focus at a standard 43% ABV. Hibiki Japanese Harmony, retailing between $85 and $110, shifts the conversation from power to balance. A common misconception suggests that blended whiskey is an inferior compromise to single malts. Hibiki challenges this view, presenting blending as an art form rather than a fallback. The 24-facet bottle serves as a physical metaphor for many distinct parts forming one expression, representing the seasons of the Japanese calendar while housing over 10 malt and grain whiskeys from Yamazaki, Hakushu, and Chichibu. Matured in 5 cask types, the resulting liquid delivers a floral aroma, smooth texture, and gentle sweetness. This expression offers a practical entry point into masterful Japanese blending, allowing beginners to experience real balance before deciding whether to pursue the much pricier aged expressions of the Hibiki family. Chapter 4. Akashi White Oak. Step outside the dominant houses of Suntory and Nikka to find Agashima Shuzo, a historic family-run sake brewery in Hyogo Prefecture. Located in Akashi City, this distillery sits right on the coast of the Seto Inland Sea, where warm maritime breezes sweep through the aging cellars. This coastal microclimate imprints a distinct personality onto their 40% alcohol by volume flagship blend. Maturing in a unique combination of ex-bourbon, sherry, and local barley shochu casks, the spirit develops a clean, stone fruit sweetness balanced by a delicate whisper of maritime salinity on the finish. Akashi White Oak proves that exploring Japanese whiskey does not require chasing the most famous names or spending a fortune. It offers an approachable, coastal-influenced alternative that reveals the diverse world of Japan's smaller-scale independent distilleries. Chapter 5. Nikka Coffey Grain. The name refers to the continuous column still patented by Aeneas Coffey in the 19th century, not a coffee flavor. Inside, Nikka uses a mash of 95% corn and 5% malted barley, bottled at 45% ABV. This distillation method produces a soft, creamy texture, establishing a serious reference point for grain whiskey. For bourbon drinkers, the prominent notes of vanilla, caramel, and tropical fruit will feel familiar, yet the clean, light finish preserves its distinct Japanese identity. This completes our first 5 bottles. You now have 5 different paths to explore: the highball-ready crispness of Toki, the bold warmth of Nikka From The Barrel, the balanced elegance of Hibiki Harmony, the coastal salinity of Akashi, and the sweet, buttery grain of Coffey Grain. Your choice depends on whether you prefer light, bold, floral, coastal, or sweet. The next 3 expressions represent some of the most acclaimed spirits Japan has ever produced. To be clear, none of them belong on a list of bad, fake, or disappointing bottles. Instead, this warning concerns timing rather than quality. Barriers like high cost, extreme rarity, intense flavor complexity, or high alcohol strength make them challenging first steps. A beginner needs a reliable baseline of reference points before fully evaluating what a premium bottle adds. This is designed as a logical progression path, not a ladder of superiority. Part 2. 3 to save for later, not bad whiskey, just not your first. Chapter 6. Hakushu 18. Peated. Released in 2023 for Suntory's centenary, this acclaimed single malt is bottled at 48% alcohol by volume and aged at least 18 years. It offers a refined, forest-like peat and a gentle, herbal character. While it is an exceptional dram, its original price tag of $1,200 now commonly reaches $1,600 to $2,500 due to extreme rarity. For a beginner, spending over $1,000 is a difficult first step because you lack a baseline. Without understanding the distillery's signature character first, it is nearly impossible to appreciate what this luxury variation adds. Instead, start with the standard Hakushu 12 to build that essential reference point. Once you understand the distillery's core style, returning to this rare centenary bottle becomes a deeply rewarding experience. Chapter 7. Yamazaki 18. Bottled at a standard 43% alcohol by volume, this iconic single malt is not held back for its physical intensity. Instead, the barriers are its price and layered complexity. Matured mainly in Spanish sherry casks alongside American oak and Japanese Mizunara, the liquid develops pronounced notes of dried fruit, warm spice, and rich oak. With current retail prices commonly running between $899 and $999, it represents a massive financial leap. For a beginner, the challenge is distinguishing what this premium adds compared to the younger $100 Yamazaki 12. Older whiskey is not automatically better for every palate. It has simply traveled a different, more wood-influenced path. Building a relationship with the 12-year-old first provides the essential reference point. Once your palate learns that baseline, treating the Yamazaki 18 as a later reward becomes a far more meaningful experience. Chapter 8. Cask-strength single cask releases. This format represents the absolute endpoint of the whiskey roadmap. Craft distilleries like Chichibu release these limited bottles directly from individual barrels without blending them for consistency or diluting them with water, often pushing the alcohol strength above 60%. A single cask preserves a highly concentrated, unfiltered snapshot of one specific barrel. This presentation highlights intense wood character, heavy spice, or sharp malt notes without any of the softening elements found in standard strength whiskeys. A single cask bottling is not inherently superior to a balanced blend. These expressions are also not designed to teach a beginner what they enjoy. Instead, they require an established palate that already understands its own tastes. Once the 5 starter bottles have anchored your personal reference points, you can approach these powerful, raw pours with the interpretive tools needed to decode them. While your path naturally leads to these intense expressions, starting here is a mistake. These premium expressions remain exceptional whiskeys worth waiting for. This is Uncorking Japan. Comment below with your first Japanese whiskey or questions. Please subscribe.